Basket Case, which we have just finished watching, and I think kind of sets the record for any live watch of like the longest Andy's facial expression has gone completely unchanged without like a complete Wi-Fi failure. Basket Case is a 1982 American horror film written and directed by Frank Henenlotter in his feature directorial debut. And again, we will remind you, was many years later selected for cultural preservation by the New York City Museum of Modern Art, which Eric, when he's mayor, should really burn that place down to the fucking ground.
That is just wild.
I'm not going after apples anymore. I'm going after baskets.
Okay.
Get all the baskets together.
Everything rounded out. It's going to be put on a barge.
Or maybe let's go to the baskets. Let's preserve them. Just in case it was the basket.
Let's preserve them at the bottom of the Hudson River.
Yep.
Brown them.
I wrote this synopsis in brief before Naveen kind of stepped on the bit like a little bit, but I'm proud of this. I'm also very ashamed of how pandering this is. Basket Case, synopsis in brief. Do you have the time to listen to me whine? As my mutant brothers bringing me down.
That's good.
Anyone else?
Better if you sung it, but that was good.
I left Green Day behind, and probably I got that out in 94. I probably was like done with it in like 96. And synopsis in brief. Anybody else?
Yeah, I got one. All right. Doorstop pisser at large. Reward for capture: burgers or pizza.
Aluminum foil optional.
Mine is going to be the only. It's literally the only note I wrote throughout the entire movie.
Okay.
And it is, and I quote, "His dick has the same haircut."
You like that one, huh?
That's good.
Yeah, he's like, I can't process anything else about that movie emotionally.
Nope.
They maintain his dick had the same haircut. Yeah, Naveen, you got one?
Yeah, sure. What's in the box? What's in the box?
Oh God, no! The sentence was horny.
Wait, I got another one.
Okay.
Synopsis in brief. Smeagol loves Spice Channel.
Produced by Edgar Ivans, the film's Kevin Van Hedenrick, very clearly a fake name, as Wayne Bradley, a young man who seeks vengeance on the doctors and nurses who performed an unwanted surgery that separated him from his deformed conjoined twin brother Belial, who Dwayne hides in a large wicker basket. This is a Wikipedia summary. Basket Case was shot on a 16mm camera in New York City on a budget of around $35,000. Receiving
it costs that much?
Yeah. Mixed reviews upon release.
Doesn't feel like it.
It has since been considered a cult film and has spawned 2 sequels, Basket Case 2 8 years later, and Basket Case 3: The Progeny a year later after that, 1990, 1991. Both of which were also directed by Henenlotter. I'm going to plug my microphone back in, and for general impressions, let's do Naveen, then let's do Eric, and then let's whine. Let's wind down on the only child of the panel. That order makes sense to me. Naveen, you actually okay, Naveen, I'm going to kick this off. Big question here.
Yeah.
Basket Case. average twin experience.
Yeah, just a regular day in the twin neighborhood. Yeah, everything we sense all the things.
Right.
I hope not.
Well,
Not all the things. It just seems like
No.
sexual stuff, which
no, please, no. Have the other things.
general impressions. What do you think of this movie? This is the first time.
I don't know.
That's correct.
I took a notebook out to take notes to try to get things. I didn't write a single thing. Just watching it in confusion, but also in hilariousness. It was funny. It was weird. I didn't know what to expect or when to expect it. Don't understand why it's the better one, but I think Frankenhooker is actually better. That was, I think, more enjoyable.
Okay.
But this one, it had a lot of good moments in there, but it was just a lot of it was just seemed like more what the hell is going on, like what happened kind of situations. But I mean, it was hilarious. Definitely would not put it in the horror comedy genre. It'd be more of the comedy horror genre.
Okay.
But yeah, I do have to say some of the effects of Belial was pretty neat. I thought it was pretty well done, especially
Incredible puppetry.
$35,000 budget. So yeah, that's all I got for that one. It was good. It was definitely good. I recommend it. Good watch. But I would prefer, I think, Frankenhooker over this one.
Okay, so we've already established Andy like the most uncomfortable looking person like at the panel the entire time. Let's go to the guy that was so in his element the entire time.
Let me ask you this: you said you like the practical effects. Did it not look to you like when Belial kind of jumped off the desk onto the ground, like somebody just took like a hunk of clay and just like slapped it on the ground?
Silly putty.
Silly putty, and just kind of rolled around.
It reminded me of like those effect shots in the Great Muppet Caper where they clearly just took the puppet and threw it into the street.
Yeah.
Taxi!
Yeah. Hey, you do what you can to get those practical effects.
Right. That's how they
true.
kept it at $35,000. Buddy, so how many times have you seen this movie previously, and what is your as the real historian for horror? Horror buffs, what's your context with this one?
I mean, this is probably the fourth time I've seen it. I've seen it that many times.
How?
I keep coming back for the dick.
Times I watch Empire Strikes Back.
Pubic hair really match, and I'm like, yeah, it kind of does.
Drapes match the curtains.
I don't know what it is. Maybe it's the award-winning acting, the very elaborate sets.
Yeah.
The basket. I don't know. I'm never surprised with this film. I always know what I'm expecting, and maybe that's why I keep coming back to it. It's you're walking into something that is not great, but it's kind of like The Room, where you just pick up on so many things that you start to enjoy each time round. So it's not like Andy's reaction. That might have been me the first time where I'm like I get when you made a couple poor decisions on a film, but this film is all poor decisions.
Start to finish.
And again, 1982. Like they were having the porn rock hearings. Like people were really worried that Judas Priest was going to actually like incite hell on earth to make something like this at this period of time.
Yeah,
they might have had something there.
Maybe.
They might have been right.
Yeah.
So Eric,
is
this also another movie that you recorded on VHS and brought to sleepovers?
I did not. I didn't even know about this until my mid-30s.
So did you record it and bring it over on DVD for sleepovers?
I just told John about it and just said, let's watch this. And he's like, please, no.
Let's watch this in 15 years when we have a podcast.
Yeah. He's like, let's watch something decent. And I'm like, okay, that's fine. I mean, I'm shocked though how torn like fans are of Franken, what was his name? Frankenlotter's
Henenlotter.
Henenlotter's
For the record, his last name was not Frankenhooker.
It's you said it earlier. That's why
I did, and
Henenlotter's work. It's so many people. If you look online, they're just like, Basket Case is a superior movie, and you guys watching it now, you see how it is. I mean, it's not great, but it zags so much that there are a lot of things that I can imagine if you watch these things over and over and over. It gets to the point where it gets a little blurry and you're like, maybe which one is the superior one? And Basket Case, I think, is one that you can bring over and again, put it on the background. You don't have to focus on it. And every time Belial just pops out of the basket and screams for no reason, it's funny. There is a drinking game around this one.
Like some people say Bleach is still the best Nirvana album, is like, just this guy made this movie for pennies. And he made in 1982 a real sick fuck movie for no money. Just even that 35 grand, like the puppetry and all the extras and all the characters and all the special effects and everything else. I would suggest maybe people sort of respect this thing because he just did midway through like the first Reagan presidency. It seems like he did a lot with nothing, and I think for like a lot of creative people that can be inspirational.
Well, he's also, think about it too. I mean, he knows that he's got a small budget. He has this other idea that he wants to do, Frankenhooker, and so what's he doing? He's just reusing the same sets for both films just to save on money. He's like, okay, we'll film these scenes here, and now let's switch over to this other movie and film here. And
but here's the thing: Frankenhooker wasn't made until like another 8 years.
So maybe it was the sequel then that they had done. He was filming two of these. So
Basket Case 2 and 3 were 90 and 91. So
that must be it. I did read earlier when we watched Frankenhooker that he was filming another movie at the same time. That was Basket Case. So I'm assuming it was the second one.
Got it.
But I did read online that for this first film too, he did reuse some of the same filming locations, mainly the hotel.
And man of the hour, the guy who somehow has to do the artwork for like this podcast. Andy, how is this one for you?
That was a
8 stars.
For me, that was a tough watch.
That was a tough.
I really got about halfway through and was starting to wonder when it was going to end. I think compared to last year's Halloween movie, Creepshow,
sure.
Not even comparable. Creepshow is 10 times as good as this movie is. Frankenhooker is definitely the superior of the two.
Interesting.
And Andy's Box Lunch, half a star.
Wow.
Remind me, so Good Boys is I think your other half-star review for what we covered on the pod.
So unfair.
No, I think Good Boys wasn't Good Boys 1 star.
Yeah, I think it was a little higher than that.
I think so.
Again,
what's the other half-star one that we?
Again, these don't mean anything.
Maybe Akira or Little Zombies.
I actually don't even know how to answer. I don't even know how to find the answer to that question.
When do you guys interview Andy about this for a couple minutes while I hack into his Letterboxd account? Hold on.
I want to know, is there a particular scene that ruined it for you where you checked out, or was it just the whole film?
Where I actually checked out. Oh boy, I don't know that there was a single scene. I will say the scene at the tail end where Belial is having his way with the woman he has just murdered. That one definitely that talk about the nail in the coffin for me. Talk and something
talk about the weird dick in the dead girl.
Something that would absolutely guarantee that I will not be taking this movie in again at any time ever. That was the moment for me, for sure.
I mean, I do think it's interesting how you're cool with like spiders like having sex in a barn, but you know, controlling his twin brother just grinding his base.
That was art.
I feel like I feel like you're overselling. You're overselling my reaction to the spider love scene in Arachnophobia.
More like arachnophobia.
Oh, there it is.
Hey.
Yeah. So
what is?
Yeah, spider dick. Which
how many arms are we going this time?
Well, oddly enough, the spider's haircut matches his dick as well. So
right.
Fuzzy.
Yeah. So yeah, I don't know, man. This was a tough one for me.
This was the tough one for you.
One thing that I think was, if I'm going to find I don't know if positive is the right word for it, but at least something that I took away that I found interesting was I've heard all these stories of what New York and specifically Times Square and that area was like back in the 70s and early 80s, and how it was just all adult theaters and peep shows and prostitutes and drugs and all that shit. And like, I don't know that I've ever necessarily seen it portrayed in a movie. I mean, certainly I never saw it in person, but I don't remember ever really seeing it in a movie either. And so seeing it in this film at the very beginning, where he's walking around with his basket, was kind of interesting, just from a like, holy shit perspective.
The big one that we covered, but it was quite for the podcast quite a long time ago. But Everything in the Warriors was legitimately shot in New York City in the late 70s at night.
But that didn't really it didn't show sort of like the pre-Giuliani
right.
Like I said, porn theaters and peep shows and just awfulness of the city.
It's more the Warriors. It's more the backstory. Sorry, Eric, go ahead.
That's part of Henenlotter's deal with these films. He wanted to show. He was a fan of New York City. He wanted to show off the city that he loved and just how filthy and all, like,
neon drenched and sweaty.
You can see why they're preserving it, because this is just like a glimpse of what it was like back then. He doesn't like dumb it down at all or mute anything. He just lets it in all its like glory.
But I can't imagine anybody glorifying that period of time. I mean, that looked terrifying to me, just as like a dude that grew up in the suburbs, like, not a city guy at all. Like that looked like it was terrifying. I can't imagine living there, like walking through those streets at night. I can't imagine.
This explains how so many serial killers at the time could get away with just like
absolutely
doing this stuff, probably even in the open.
Yeah, I can speak in a very limited way because I only lived in like Lower Manhattan for about 3 years. But when I was there, and I will be kind of turning this over in my head for the rest of my life. New York was still, it wasn't unsafe, but it was dirty, and it was inconvenient, and it was weird, and it was a pain in the ass. But at the same time, it wasn't really that fun either. It wasn't really that unhinged in a certain way either. It felt like that the tops and the bottoms of like kind of living that in that city had kind of been shaved off. And the people that I talked to that were more sort of long-term New Yorkers, I asked, what was it like in the 70s? What was it like in the 80s? And they were like, the scary stuff, you just figured out how to navigate your way around. And the fun stuff was so much more fun than anything like the city is about, kind of like currently. And that's a very short-term resident, and I'm sure like kind of very myopic kind of take on this like the whole time. But like you talk to people that sort of came up, and like the one party scene where Dwayne kind of goes out drinking with the older black woman, and but it just everybody's kind of wearing costumes and kind of talking to each other and dancing and everything else like that. It's just like that's in the loosest sense of what I heard from other people. That's what the city was at sometimes, and that's what the best part of the city was at sometimes. So if I hear like an old filmmaker be like that, be like, yeah, 1982 was like the coolest kind of shit ever, especially when he was young. I believe that hands down personally, but
to each their own, I suppose.
Yeah. This movie, for me, general impressions, I wrote down two things. I wrote down the Veen - average twin experience ? And I wrote down, oh God, comma, his dick has the same haircut, because I was so fucking proud of that joke. Yeah, but this is funny. This is one I've only kind of personally seen in bits and pieces before, similar to Back to the Future. This for me is like, this is my first time kind of sitting like the entire way through with it, and I loved it. I kind of get that there's a nastiness and there's a griminess and there's a complete grossness to this movie, but I dig the fact that it got made for so many money, and I kind of dig the fact that this guy with so little money got so many people to kind of sign on to like, oh yeah, fuck it, I just want to be in a horror movie. I just want to, you know, half the people that they probably got were just kind of bystanders or people who were willing to kind of work at like pennies on the dollars for like this fucking thing. Yeah, I kind of don't know what to say beyond that. Like, I just really had a great time with it.
Like I said, to each their own.
Okay. Anything else?
Yeah, I got some fun facts I want to share with you guys about this film.
Sweet.
I had to look them up because I mean, this just such a weird film. So a quick one: the scene where they shot, where they had the bar scene, that was actually shot at an S&M club, like an actual S&M club in New York.
More fun in 1982.
Do you know what the club's called now?
It's
The
probably a John
Manhole?
Barbados or something heartbreaking.
No, Hellfire Club, like what they have in the X-Men.
Okay.
No,
X-Men, is that Stranger Things?
Stranger Things.
Stranger Things.
For what? Oh, they have Hellfire Club in that too. That's right.
Yeah, no, but that's the Emma Frost and
Yeah.
yeah.
So
X-Men
they have it in X-Men too.
Right.
I mean, Stranger Things pulled from a lot of stuff from like the 80s. Apparently, they also use that same club to film the Bradleys the basement to their home.
Oh.
So yeah, Dwayne is Dwayne Bradley and Belial Bradley.
Yeah.
So the basement scene, that huge basement, was actually the basement of the club, and apparently it was filled with various sex toys, and in one corner they had a giant sex swing. So they had to move like all the S&M shit out of the shot so they could film the dad going down there to discover boys and getting killed.
Was this the parents of Thor?
Yes.
Of Thor? I don't get the reference.
Good boys.
Oh.
Hey, it's got the swing in my parents' bedroom.
Yeah.
Got it.
Yeah,
Good.
the tough kid
man.
drank a beer.
It shouldn't be, but it's slightly deep cut, but it's good, man.
I tried
But
to
it didn't hit. Nobody got it.
By the way, 1/2 star. The only other thing Andy's rated was We Are Little Zombies.
There it is.
There it is.
Yeah,
stand
I
by
try to
that
block
rating.
that
That movie
out.
blows.
All right, a couple other things. One, most of the credits at the end are fake. They had such a small crew that had worked on the film that usually when you see like credits for a movie, it just goes on for a couple minutes. So they just started adding names. That's why you'll see a bunch of weird, funky names in there.
Like Van Heddernick or whatever.
Evan
No, that's actually his
Van-
name. Yeah. Yeah. Vanderbeek? What? That's weird.
I see. Hettenreich is actually Dutch for pubic merkin.
Ooh. The pubic merchant.
Yeah.
Welcome to the pubic merchant. Oh, kinds
What
of
are you buying?
What are you buying for my furry friends?
Nice.
All right, the streaking scene. They shot that without getting any permits. And apparently, the season they shot it at, it was really cold at night. So in order, what's up?
When is it not cold at night when they do scenes like that?
It's
like every time it's
very
like
windy. It's very windy.
That's just what the actor said, so it made up for why his why he looked like a bird in a nest.
Right. Well, he kind of had he did sort of have like a Silence of the Lambs kind of thing going.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Race.
The lotion on the skin.
To shoot the scene though, what they did is they had a van that they got it really hot inside just to keep them like nice and warm, and then they would just kind of drop him off the end of a block. But before he got out of the car, they would make sure to pick up like any like broken glass, needles, anything that he could potentially step on. They cleared the sidewalk off, and he would run a block, and then they would pick him back up in the van, and he'd hop in, and then they'd do it again on like another street.
Right.
So they actually did that a few times.
By the end of that shot, he was just like, just drop me off at Hellfire Club when this is done.
Yeah. He's just like, please
they
let me
couldn't do that in
die.
one take.
Yeah.
So
It
it
was-
looks like it's one take. It's multiple takes on multiple streets.
Wow.
Wow.
Yeah. It's a blessing of a film.
Chosen one.
Chosen one. I also it's so random too. The name Belial.
Yeah.
If you start typing in Belial in a Google search, the first thing that comes up is this movie, Basket Case.
No question. No question.
I mean, I guess it's a name. It maybe pops up in the Bible. It refers to like the son of Belial or like son of the devil. So there's different interpretations of what the name means. It could mean like something that's like the epitome of evil, or something that's worthless.
And a curse, but the biblical, the biblical imagery also like kind of of like kind of Satan being like the son of the devil or the twin of the devil. I mean, there's always kind of familial sort of connections they have like that shit.
It kind of explains too maybe the parents' reaction, where it's just like a Mormon home, or there's like
Right.
ultra-Christian or something like that, and they're like, "Oh my god!"
Immediately, there's a religious interpretation.
My wife died because she gave birth to like it's the spawn of Satan or something.
Right. How did they shop for that kid?
They just cut it out, man.
What a
Just cut
shitty
it out.
Christmas. Think about that. All he gets is like nail clippers.
Right. It's the same thing as being born on New Year's and like all your birthday presents have like Santa Claus on the wrapping paper. Just, what was this?
Oh, it'd be cool though. You can get Belial like a skateboard. You can just kind of like paddle along with his arms. It's like the skateboarding bulldog.
Okay. Everybody is having fun, but also confused and tired. So let's kind of wind it down there. Andy, coming up next week, I believe it is your childhood trauma pick with Fire in the Sky, about 92 and 93.
Yeah, can't wait.
Andy was just like, I wish aliens kidnapped me, that whole goddamn movie.
I just don't. Yeah, I am not looking forward to revisiting that movie at all.
Yeah. This one bothers me a little.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I might skip a little through the scenes with the needle and the eye thing.
Yeah, there's just a lot in this movie.
Mm-hmm. There's an interesting before and after for people specifically our age, where for a while alien abduction seemed to kind of be coalescing on like, oh, we kind of there's kind of a shared conscious of what these aliens look like and what they actually kind of do, and it was really scary. And then X-Files came on, and then for like 2 years, like, oh, this is the scariest shit ever. And then I feel like people lost their fear of aliens around the same time X-Files started to become not particularly good. And just kind of got over it collectively.
Yeah.
Yeah. For this one coming up, episode 75 of this fucking show.
That's
right?
crazy.
Should we prep by watching the alien autopsy video?
I'm just going to share a couple stats and maps, and our sorbet, I think, should just be like alien abduction stuff, because it's there's some pretty interesting shit like out there.
We can play some kind of game for like sorbet, maybe. Like who do we think would most likely get abducted by aliens? And what would the aliens do to them?
Yeah.
I mean, it's obviously me.
It's very obviously Andy.
It's like Andy. I know that they typically probe humans, but I've never seen them re-probe a human so many times. This one, he just keeps clenching.
I'm gonna like repeat this on like the start of the record proper, but one of my favorite Kids in the Hall sketches. It's David Foley and I think Kevin McDonald are just two aliens, and they're just kind of hanging out like on the ship, and they're just like, why do we keep probing people? Why do we keep probing these humans? The only thing we've learned is 1 out of 10 don't really seem to mind it that much, but that's all we.
Yeah.
Forward to it. Gentlemen, episode 74. Do you or did you have the time to listen to us? Basket Case, Halloween 2025, this most foul year of our Lord. Happy to talk to everybody. Happy to see everybody. And yeah, coming up.
Happy Halloween.
Happy Halloween.
Happy
Andy, you got a
Halloween
week
later.
later.
That was spooky Halloween 2025.
Talk to everyone soon.
Don't open any baskets.